Hello, good people. Hello, people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for May 16th. May 16th and Thoughtful Thursday. It's Thoughtful Thursday. I have a delicious one for you today. The soul of a team, Tony Dungy. Okay, so let me start by saying not only is it Thoughtful Thursday, but I got two people on here whom I love, and they are celebrating 27 years. Did you hear me say 27? 27 years of marriage. Happy anniversary to Elliot and Miss Mina. Happy anniversary. Good afternoon, Joseph, over there in beautiful Africa, Nigeria. Okay, so happy anniversary to Elliot and Mina. And then listen, this book, thank you for all who are joining me. I see you out there, Mel, The Soul of a Team, Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy is the author, and this is just the perfected timing for all anniversary people. See, you already getting love out there from Stetson Bronston. Okay, so listen, I have this much football knowledge, sports, period, okay? But I knew enough about the man, about the character, just let me say, and he's a Super Bowl champion coach, and I couldn't even tell you the team he coached. That's how much I know about the sports. But what I absolutely know for sure is this. Happy anniversary, Mina. You may have missed my shout out to you and your man of 27 years. How you do anything is how you do everything. So this book was so wonderful. And you see, I believe in libraries, like I said. This book was so wonderful because it is applicable to not only a sports team or a sports league, but it's applicable to marriage. It is applicable to families. It's applicable to the military, to church, to a faith-based organization, to nonprofits. Wherever you have more than two people, two or more people, and they're trying to be a team, what I know with absolute certainty is simply because you live at the same address does not make you a team. Because you work and have the same work address, you are not automatically a team because you share an address or because you share a tube of toothpaste. So very quickly, because you know I can get a little long on my thoughtful Thursdays when I'm thinking about and telling you about good books. But I'm telling you, even with my limited sports knowledge, and for all of you who enjoy football, you're gonna be loving it because he uses a lot, rightly so. I mean, I stepped into his world. He uses a lot of football analogies, and I didn't get it. but that's the beauty. Now that's the beauty of this book, The Soul of a Team, Tony Dungy. The beauty of it is because it is applicable. It's like leadership. When you have leadership skills, they are portable. They are portable. If you can lead on the job, you can lead in the home, you can lead in the church, you can lead on the sports league because they are skill sets. So let me get started. So he says soul, and you got to pick this up. It's very easy read. It took me no time to get through this because it's very interesting. He puts it in a fable format, and it's just so good. Again, I didn't have to work my way through because he's talking too much football, because it is applicable to all of our situations. So the soul of a team, whether your team is a marriage, whether your team is leading 20 people or 2,000. Okay, so the S of soul stands for selflessness. Selflessness. If we're going to make this thing work, again, a marriage or a work situation, anywhere where you've got more than two people who are trying to be effective and do something, Okay. If you want more than just we work at the same address or we live at the same address. Okay, so he says the S is for selflessness. I choose to put myself aside for the team, not being a doormat, not being walked all on, not being taken advantage of, but when everybody gets on board and no, there are no little I's and or rather little U's and big I's, none of that. As a matter of fact, there's no I in the word team. So the selflessness has to become part of everyone's mentality. I will put myself aside for the good of the team, for the good of the marriage, for the good of the family. The O is ownership. You have got to recognize your role in this. You play a role, and guess what? Because we are a team, I am depending on you to know your job inside and out. I need you to bring your A game every time because I am depending on you. And so he was very realistic in the book, and a lot of back and forth. And one of the coaches that he's talking to on the team as he's trying to bring this, he was brought in to say, we got the talent, but what's going on with us? We're not making it to the playoffs. And then he introduces this concept of souls, so selflessness and then ownership. One of the coaches says, look, how do you even get that? How do you get people to own their own role? And I love his response. Hold people accountable. Hold people accountable, especially the veterans, because guess what? Everybody's looking to them. Rookies, in this football analogy, rookies are looking to the veterans. Okay, so ownership, you gotta own your role. The U of soul stands for unity. And the fact that this is a team, there is no I in unity. What you do impacts me. What you do impacts me. So this stuff about, well, I was just doing my own thing. It didn't have nothing to do with you and it didn't hurt you. No. If we are a team, if we are trying to become a team and trying to win as a team, what you do impacts me. In this marriage, if you just wanted it and you just went out and bought it and it wasn't part of the budget and you didn't discuss, that's going to impact me. Those decisions that you made on your own without talking with us and we're a team, we are the staff. You made that decision, it's going to impact us. And so again, the soul of a team is what we are, is the Thoughtful Thursday selection. Is not just about football. I'm telling you, it can do wonders even for a marriage, for a church. Okay? So selflessness, ownership, own your role. U is unity. We got to get this thing together because what you do impacts me. And the last letter, L, is for a larger purpose. And I in my mind, I changed it to legacy. So what are we leaving behind? What's our why for the larger purpose? Surely it cannot just be for winning a Super Bowl game. Because guess what? If you don't win the Super Bowl, if you don't even get to the Super Bowl, were we nothing? No, so you got to have a larger purpose. And he walks them through how to define that. And I would submit to you, even in our families, what are we doing? Just getting married just because we don't have to eat alone every night? We popping out babies just so that you can have somebody to hold? We have to have and create a larger purpose. Just a few perspectives ago, I talked about finding our why, developing our why, thinking it through, getting it from here and putting it down on paper. So, it was such a good book. I tagged it all up because there were some things that I wanted to point out. Effort versus talent. Okay, there was a perspective on that not too long ago, that your effort is going to outperform, outlast talent all day, every day. Oh, okay, I'm watching my time. I got one thing left to say. This was really, really good. Again, it's not just about football. It's about anytime you are trying to move people to a place of unity as a team, because you're always going to do better together. Okay, so listen to this nugget. Really, really good. Now this one I just jumped right on because he was talking about the football, but he used a military analogy, and that helped me out. Thank you to Coach. But he was saying you have three types of people, or three kinds of ways that you can build an army. You can draft folks. You can pay people, or you can enlist them. You can either draft them, pay them, or enlist them. But when things get really hard, when things get rough, those folks that you drafted, you had to beg them and plead them and snatch them in. They were voluntold. They're out. They're out when things get rough. Those who are there because they're getting paid will stick around a little longer because that's their bread and butter. But those who enlist because they wanted to be there, they wanted to give back, they're going to go through thick and thin with you. It's the same way with the team. When you're building a team, it's important that we don't look for, very rarely will you get the opportunity to create an A team where you get to cherry pick the best of the best. Most of the time we get what we get, and we have to create an environment. We have to create an environment that builds on team and the soul of a team. That's my choice for this week. It was delicious because it's applicable to all aspects of life. Tony Dungy's Soul of a Team, quick read, powerful read. Okay, thank you for joining with me. Happy anniversary. My girlfriend's birthday is today, Linda. Happy birthday, Linda. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves. Hello, hello.